So hey guys, today I've just decided we're making a garbage deck, and I don't expect it to be good, and it's fine this way. So what I've noticed from playing uh, Majespecter is that Majespecter does only have one lock on it, and the only lock we have to deal with is essentially just Majespecter Orthrus Nue, and this means we can actually use the pen scales here to summon pendulum summon whatever we please. So it could literally be anything we want. So, well, not literally anything. It still needs to be between the correct levels here, which would be levels level 3 or 4 here, which is a lot of things. So we're focusing mostly on the level 4 aspect, which is like a common level. So yeah, you should be able to more or less special summon any level 4 monster you want, and then technically we should have comboed. Just for example, this wouldn't be a good one, but we could special summon Moyi and then Moyi reveal a Warm in hand. But I mean, this one in particular not so good because we'll probably need the Nue to set up our scale, so that's likely not gonna work. But essentially what we'll be needing is 3 copies of the Ruku, 3 copies of the Yata, then we'll also want 3 copies of the Quick Play. So we want Wind, and then we want a copy of Cyclone, 1 Tornado, or instead of Tornado, we can just run 1 Tempest. Tempest might be better, so let's go with Tempest instead. We'll want copies of Kirin, copies of Ryu. Let's go. Dude, these ratios, I think, are probably okay. If this is in hand, we can't special summon it, can we? Can we or can we not? From deck only here. But if we use Wind, we can special from hand. So it's honestly not that bad. It's like a little bit awkward, but it's probably fine. And then we also need 1 copy of Yata, QB, and Ogama, and this would be what I would consider to be the minimum we would need to run. And it's optional if we want to run like a Majesty Pegasus, because we can technically do this to grab like just whatever field spell we're feeling. But I mean, we don't really need to do that, so we're just going to avoid that for the time being. But I mean, easy secret village if we want to kind of do this, but we're not gonna, so okay. Next, we're going to go with something completely illogical because, you know, these guys are all wind, so they're all kind of like bad to have with our vanquished souls to an extent. But you know, if we open good enough, it will just simply work out. So we don't really need to worry about the extra deck. We can just put in like kind of like flex stuff in here later, but I'm okay with what we have right now. So we'll go this, and grab one of these. Grabbing 3 copies of Staker's Soul. Does double. And then we'll just not run Continuum because we're not running the Majesty, Pegasus, Majespecter, whatever it's called. So next we're going to want to grab, let's see, let's do some hand traps to help us out a little bit. So Ash Blossom, hold by, probably useful, and then we're going to increase the ratios by a little bit, I guess. And I think we want to probably up the amount of porcupines we play by at least 1 more. So okay. Next card we need after this is reinforcements of the army, and then after reinforcements we want well, what's it called? Durandal, and then max out on Durandal, and these guys we couldn't small world bridge into this if we wanted because their stat lines are coincidentally like mostly the same unless we want to like run more than one Ogama, which I'm not like down for, so looking mostly fine. Alright, not bad. And we're at 41 cards, which I'm perfectly content with because, we have some bad cards here, we have some good cards here, but our one card starters are, for Majespecter, are Majespecter Raccoon Bunbuku, and then we have Majespecter Crow Yatta. I believe the better starter is Yatta versus the Bunbuku, but we'll just do a test and we'll see if there's any inspiration that comes to me when we're testing this. But let's see if we can get a good hand first, which I mean, decent chance we do. And wow, this doesn't work. Not in a way I would like, but this is still actually not that bad. So we can do this, special summon Kieran. Durendal. And then here, we just vanquish soul combo from here, right? We have the Rasen, Xiaolong. We have essentially everything. And this Kieran is still activatable, so we can Kieran bounce on top of like our normal vanquish soul board. And we don't even have to pop the Kieran when we do the board wipe because it returns to the hand. So that's pretty cool. We have Porcupine in this hand. Not what I'd like to see, but this is actually playable. So what we can do here is we can just use this. Do that. I mean, it's not like my favorite thing in the world, but okay. Majespecter Wind. And we should have probably special summoned Pantera first, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think it does, at least. Draw a card. Since we only have one Majespecter card, not a whole lot we can do here, right? Let's see. Yeah, not a whole lot we can do. We're just drawing cards here with this hand. We played it a little bit differently, it would matter. So it did matter that I didn't normal summon there. If I special summoned instead, I could have extended, so that was troll by me, I guess, because we would have been able to normal summon the Bunbuku. And also we have to be careful about zone play, which is fine. So essentially all we need is like Bunbuku Yatta with, or Bunbuku or Yatta with like any way into Rasen. It can be Durendal as well, so we're good. We're just pretty good in that case. Yeah, this hand works. So let's just pretend we don't even have this wind here. So we can just do like Yatta. Then we can add wind, Durendal. And then we can grab the Rasen. Here we don't have like a super good play with the Rasen though. So okay. Wind. Tribute, yep. And then we go Bunbuku. Never summon to the middle zone here. Gotta be careful of that. Adding Porcupine. Special summon Porcupine. Grab Majespecter Wind. Make sure not to put it in the pen zones. Then here we can go make Orthrus. And I mean, Vanquish Soul definitely not the best thing to be playing in this case, but it is what it is. So here we're going to add to our hand. Let's do these two. We just need to do a 2 and a 5. And then we put 2 cards. Normally here we would put Ogama and the QB to set our guys, but since we already have it, we'll just put something else, I guess. So we want to put a 4, so we can just put Yatta, I guess. Keep the Porcupine in the deck. So then we can scale Yatta, Porcupine, and here is where we would special summon our Rosin. I mean, Rosin doesn't really do anything by itself here, so it is what it is. We can't really link off Rosin here. Well, we do have something interesting we can do with Rosin at least, I guess, right? No, we don't. Oh, right. Indeed, we do not. Okay. So here, I guess we could just make another guy here, could we? No, not really. We can just use Rosin to chain block. That's about it. I mean, Ogama already kind of chain blocks at this point. Oh well. So then, basically what the Majespecter stuff does here is it, well, here the Rosin doesn't do anything by itself, so maybe we should come up with something else, but, the Ogama here is going to be able to set our copy of Tempest, or not Tempest, Cyclone actually, right? And then, wait, did I go the right one? Oh yeah, Tempest, this one, so we have Tempest, Cyclone. So in our back row here, we have Tempest, Cyclone, and Wind, and this is a 1-card combo, and we can just make this as well. So, Kiwi, Ogama. Then, when we activate Wind, Cyclone, Tempest, and all that next turn, we have the counter trap to either negate a monster effect or negate a special summon. Or, wait, is that even a special summon? No. This is negate. Wait. Oh, right, it is negate a special summon. Yep. So we have negate special summon, negate monster effect, so essentially Solemn Strike going on here. And then we have the effect here to special summon Kieran and get follow-up for the next turn. And then we still have Majespecter Cyclone effect to pop one monster. So that's essentially 3 interactions with 1 card here, being either like normal summoning either the Yata or the Bunbuku. I mean, ideally what we could mix this with is something that, well, technically if it doesn't require its normal summon, we could do that thing first and then go into the Majespecter stuff. The other option, I guess, is that we actually have some kind of level 3 or 4 monster that is able to play off of these other guys, and then we can make something happen. So with this, we could just keep only the Orthrus, and that's probably enough. Because next turn we can do like Wind, Tribute, Orthrus. Unless our opponent has Ash, I guess. Yeah, that would be problematic. Then we would want both, but then we could tribute this, summon Bunbuku, Bunbuku grabs Porcupine, Porcupine will reset the Wind for the next turn. We have that play, technically. But, we do have to play around the Majespecter lock, so having a better play would be pretty epic. So here in this case, I believe we need 3 cards to be able to combo with Vanquish Soul, which is like a little bit rough. So Vanquish Soul, probably not the play, but the general idea I think is pretty sound because these are both 1-card combos and they can work. But if we had Special Summon, it might be a little bit better. What's really notable is that we can't get imperms or anything on any of these Majespecter cards. So even if we get like negated on Nue, we actually still have interaction. It's not necessarily the best thing in the world, but if we specifically activate our copy of Majespecter Wind before summoning the Porcupine, we will be able to set the Wind for the next turn, and we can then tribute Nue in the next turn to summon Kieran, so we still have Kieran effect to bounce. So That's just an option we'll have. And I think it's not bad at least, right? So it's something for sure. I feel like there's a lot of things you could cook up with Majespecter here. I mean, you are a little bit restricted. So if we were thinking like voiceless voice, that like some kind of ritual deck, that might not be bad. It's just mostly the levels aren't quite right here for the most part. But I think maybe with voiceless voice you could get it to work actually. Discard ritual spell or send ritual spell and ritual monster, and then low can trigger. But okay, I see the issue here. So the issue of playing like, assuming there was synergy and we could get from one engine seamlessly to the other or play them together pretty seamlessly, it's still, we need the spell and trap zones for Majespecter stuff. So we would ideally end with nothing in our spell and trap zone, so voiceless voice doesn't really work. But we're only locked out of essentially just the extra deck by Niue. So if we do something in the main deck, we should be fine, I think. So we should just mostly be vibing. One thing that might work is Zombie World, because we can use like Uni Zombie, and then we can use like a Bunbuku plus Uni Zombie, for example, to then go ahead and make we can make Immortal Dragon to send like a Doom King Ballad Rock. Actually, wait, no, that doesn't work because Immortal Dragon is an extra deck card. Okay, so that doesn't really work. Alright. Something that doesn't need the extra depth, and also doesn't use up too many of our spell trap zones. So technically Therion's probably not too hard to play with this, but I mean, I can't really see this ending up on anything like super insane. If we could get rid of our scales, like after we're done with them, that wouldn't be bad because we don't need them after performing a pendulum summon, and then we would have 2 more spell and trap zones. I don't think we can like remove them with like, for example, with a Magician Souls. I don't think that works, right? Yeah, because Magician Souls sends for a cost, so even if they count as spell and traps, they go to the extra deck instead, so it doesn't work. Okay. So nothing like that works. So I can't really think of anything like super crazy. But I mean, there probably is something at least serviceable, right? But if we want to be playing as degenerate as possible, we can tend to summon a lot of different things. So let's remove all of our Vanquish Soul cards here. Okay, I think that was all of them. So it wouldn't be that hard to do, for example, Thunder King Ryo. Like if we were just playing this, we can just pen some of this out actually. It's just like, what are you gonna do about it? Now you're just Underdroll. I'm technically Underdroll as well. I don't think we want to add that many cards. It's just like Bunbuku. If we wanted to summon a Bunbuku, that might be, yeah, that might be it. And yeah, this is a bit harmful to us too. So Mauno, there's probably some archetype that works pretty well with Majespecter, and we don't have to worry so much about like the Niue lock. It's perfectly fine. But as of right now, I cannot think of any such deck. And yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, I guess, for the time being. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And if you have any ideas for any decks that would function really well with being like pin summoned by Majespecter, let me know in the comments below, and I'll maybe take a shot at building said deck. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.